is obviously you got BJ and Nick coming up. I mean, would you assume the winner of that would be next, or
I don't know. I got to see how that whole thing goes down. You know, that's been a fun one. That's been a fun one to deal with.
Have you talked to Nick? Have you guys had any interactions?
Yeah, I talked to Nick 2 days ago for an hour on the phone.
How's that going?
It's going good. You know, here's the thing with Nick Diaz, in which I'm not used to, but I'm going to get used to it. He's just a different guy. I'm going to have to handle him and deal with him differently than I do every other guy in the UFC. Which I'm cool with that.
What's your feeling right now?
It means I just got to deal with him differently. I don't have to call Matt Hughes every 3 days. I don't have to call Rampage every 3 days. I don't have to talk to these guys, but I do with Nick, and that's cool. I can do that. I think that I can figure this thing out where I can work with Nick Diaz and we can make this happen.
So if he wins and fans are clamoring for that fight still, you feel like you can put faith back in him and put him in that role?
Yeah, you know, it's unfortunate what I had to do in that situation, but I had to do it. 10 years, 1,600 fights, nobody's ever not shown up for a press conference. And it'd be one thing if there was something wrong, or, you know, like the Jake Shields situation. You know, if he hit me and said, I can't make it, I'm dealing, I get it, you know, but that's unacceptable. You can't do it. It's hard to figure out. No, it's hard to figure out. With Nick, and a lot of the things, you have to understand the difference between Nick Diaz and a lot of these other guys. Nick has this this mentality, you know, you're not going to disrespect me, and you're not going to do this, and you're not going to do that. He really doesn't give a much. He doesn't care. You know?
I traveled from the UK to San Francisco one day and he gave me 1 minute and then turned me away.
Right.
I had to wait 4 hours. I got the interview in the end, but
dude, we'll be in the back thing. We'll go up and say hi to him. They'll walk right by me. He don't give a this guy. He don't care. He doesn't care. So, and it's like I said, it's not that he has to, but you have to play by some of the rules. I'm not asking you not to be yourself or not to do this or that, or come up and say hi to me when you see me. You know, it doesn't matter. But I think I can work with it, and I think we can figure this thing out. I respect him as a fighter. People like to see him fight. You know, there's no doubt he's got a little nutty side to him, but we'll figure this thing out.